What's up, guys? Welcome to another tutorial. Today we're gonna work on sustained basses, so basses that you just have one note, and yeah, ways to make that note really interesting. And we're gonna do this in like a case study of Stephan Bodzin. So I'm not sure if you guys know him, or yeah, you should know him. If you don't know him, he's a legend in our space. And what he does well is that his bass is the melody, and his melody is the bass. It's just one big thing that's swirling around you. So I'll play you a bit of this track so you can know what I'm talking about. Yeah, or wait, this one maybe. So all of that you just heard is just a bass, a saw wave, with a lot of modulation going on, and a kick. Let's listen to that again. Yeah, so that's really inspiring to me, just working with few elements to make that a captivating music. And yeah, he's a master at playing live. He just sends Midi to these synths, and then sometimes he just like bumps the whole octave up one. It creates like a lifting feeling. Let's see, where is he? Yeah, so basically the theme for today is how can we make from just a saw wave that kind of really greedy that the sound design is really heavy, really captivating, but also into a nice melody, a nice harmony. So let's just start with a saw wave. I'm actually pretty inspired. My last tutorial I used this the same chord progression from an Art Bat song, and I just explained why it works, and I'm pretty inspired by that chord progression. So we could just start from there. I'll make these a bit longer. Just add in a quick kick. So first thing we can look at is filter movement. So yeah, of course, the classic way to add filter movement is to use the when every MIDI note hits, you use the envelope to create this kind of so that it opens up more in the beginning. Oh yeah, by the way, we want full sustain on this one. But not on the filter. Yeah, they were the other way around. I was confused for a bit. Yeah, and then you play with the cutoff to make it more intense. You can also do an LFO on the cutoff. I actually prefer using Filter Freak because this one kind of sometimes resets. So then you get on the same, when a note starts, you get the same kind of pattern. It's not just a free flowing like a pattern or LFO. So you don't do LFO, you do rhythm. And for this, I'm now going to take the cutoff all the way up, so that we don't have any filter modulation in the diva. And I'm going to do the filter modulation here instead. This is really nice because you can see the and you can change the pattern here. So what's best for these kinds of basically your beat is doing 16th note on the note kicks usually, or offbeat. So then it's nice to have on the bass and the synth either dotted or triplet rhythms. Or dotted is nice. I'm gonna turn off the reverb here on the synth. And you can of course combine these. So let's add some envelope here. So now the envelope, and we can add just a bit of movement on top of that. So combining the LFO and the envelope, just controlling the filter, creates like a really nice interesting movement, because it's doing the rapid thing, but also the envelope taking it deeper. Let's go into the Midi. So I'm gonna now go over like how you can add these kinds of flares to the synth. So and when working with bass, it's really good to try to use fifths or fourths, because they create a really strong pull towards this one. So here we have a C. The fifth is a G. I think this will not be too powerful because this interval is not that interesting. It's just going one down. So that's why I'm gonna do this. And also one thing I have enabled here in Diva, I think is, oh yeah, no, I don't have it, but what we can do is do, we don't need velocity, but keyboard, which basically means that the higher the note you play, the more open the filter is. But then if you play like up here, it's gonna be a lot brighter. It's brighter because of the pitch, but also because of the the filter. And it's nice to not do these flares like on the beat. So like try to avoid doing them here, 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 and here. And like on the offbeat is usually cool, or even like here. Oops. I'll make this one mono actually. That's pretty nice. And see how it sounds like this. Yeah, both of these usually work. This one, having it start on the second here on the beat is a bit too jumpy often. But if you want to create that like sudden jump, then it's a really nice note to use. I'm gonna just keep it here, the offbeat, maybe just add another note here that works into the C, so we could do a D. D leads nicely into C. Maybe do G and then D after. Now it was a bit too, these timings were pretty boring when it's just going like a staircase. So I'm gonna do this one start here. I'll try this. That was really nice. And yeah, let's add one more note. We can add the G again. Let's keep it simple. And then you can do like longer flares. So this is at E. We can this one out here at a B. You notice that like doo doo, and on a club system you really feel this interval really hard. I'm gonna mute this last one. Maybe it was a bit too much. Then I'm gonna do the fifth of A, which is E. And we can add a similar kind of thing here, just to make it. So now we have like kind of this one first, then this one, the first one again, and the second one again. So it's kind of like a back and forth thing with these patterns. But we can change the notes. This is a D. D leads into D, but we could make it stronger. Maybe an A. Something to add a bit tension here. Let's see how the B sounds. And then of course a glide is really important in this. Now this default patch in Diva has a bit of glide, I'll show you how it sounds without any glide. And then with a lot of glide. It's this one actually. Yeah, that's too much. Alright, cool. So let's actually mix this in a bit. So this is not how you want your bass to sound, to look on the EQ. Usually you want a nice solid sub, and then second, third, fourth harmonic. You can cut quite a lot. There's some annoying frequencies here as well. Just to take these down a bit. We can always add saturation. Now we have a bit too strong sub here, but it does sound really good. I'll do a sidechain on it. So remember, guys, today we're not going to add any other elements than the kick and the bass, and we're going to turn that bass into the whole track, into the melody, into everything. So I'll add a different one for the mid. Here in Shaper Box, it's really cool. You can add different side chains to different parts of the frequency spectrum. So I'm gonna have the top one a bit looser and the mix lower, but this mid one I'm gonna keep the mix at 100, I think. 100 and really tight sidechain. And then to really enhance these ones, we can actually add delay to your bass line. No one's ever said that before. Maybe I actually don't like the rhythm that we have here. So I like the thirds. Maybe let's do more simple. Or we can do, because now I'm just doing dotted, let's see. Maybe. So this delay, what this curve does is it only adds delay to this area. So this cuts off at maybe 500 hertz. So you don't really have any bass in this delay. So it's totally fine. And if we want to make sure, we can also just cut the sides to really have control over that delay. So here in Pro Q, you can change this mode to side EQ. You can also do it in a normal EQ by going to mode, mid side, and then you choose sides or mid. I'm gonna EQ this kick a bit. It's just straight from the kick synthesizer. Alright, and another tip you can do is to add a fifth. You can do this inside the Diva or separate. So now I have just one oscillator enabled. I can add another one. Let's take it seven semitones up. And maybe one octave up more. That sounds really nice, right? But it can get really busy. So what I like to do is to duplicate it and do this fifth on a separate channel. And this one, I'm gonna take the cutoff of this one down a bit because it gets pretty bright when you in the upper notes. Oh, this sounded delayed for some reason. No, it sounded better here. Actually, no, yeah, I like it here. And then I'll just do the same, just adding some variations here. So, not variations. Actually, just changing the whole thing. Copy paste. And this one I'm gonna EQ because now we're basically having two basses, and this is a really strong frequency that we don't need much of. So this is I'm not doing it on the fifth layer. So main layer, fifth layer. We can add some reverb. No, why does that sound off? Yeah, whatever. Actually, I want to know what's going on here. It's the same Midi. I don't know why this one is sounding different. I'll turn off the filter freaks on both. Yeah, this is also a vibe. Yeah, it's a filter freaks that's doing different things. We should. I'm gonna actually to have only one modulation source. I'm gonna group these. Take off the filter freak on both of them, and now we can do it on both of them. So this is a modulation group. This one isn't sustaining as much. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what I did there, but or I had to sustain, but it just sounds really good now. Alright, let's add some, just a bit of reverb. To put it in a space. Not too much. And then if we want more modulation, we can add chorus. I've actually found this UAD chorus to be the best one. I can't come close with any other chorus. But this one is, yeah, you don't want to put chorus on something that has a sub in it. So let's see how the chorus sounds only on the 5th layer. It like makes the bass wider, which is nice. Another way we could do it is to have it on the main one, but put it in parallel. So what I'm doing here is I'm grouping it, then I'm clicking here, then I'm copying it, Command D. So now we have two channels that are identical. On one of them I'm going to have the EQ, have the chorus, and I'm going to take off all the lows. And on the other one, I'm just gonna have the raw signal. And then we can mix in how much of the chorus we want that doesn't have any bass in it. Sorry. So this is now only the chorus version. And this is the raw one. I think something like this is cool. Let's see how it sounds before and after these changes. The reverb and the modulation. With. then turning off. It sounds a bit dead. Of course, it is still there. But yeah, I'm gonna add some of my. This is my external delay. Really create a big space. External reverb, sorry. Yeah, and these ones are so fun to play with, honestly. Yeah, and then of course we can just continue adding layers that like harmonize well. So I think that's what Stephan Bodzin is doing a lot. He's just making layers until the bass kind of becomes a lead. So this is we have the main one, the fifth. I'm gonna actually, to be able to see the MIDI, I'm gonna put this one down on just on 0. So same note as this one, but I'm gonna put it up a fifth with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the MIDI. So they should be the same now. Yeah. And I'll make this one a different color so we can layer them in the MIDI. Oops. And then our third layer can have another color. So yeah, now we have our two bottom ones, and then we can also, why can't I see this one? It's weird. Oh yeah, it's probably because it's on the same one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe let's just start from the octave, because that will. Just finding notes that harmonize well. Starting from the octave. So now if we play an E here, you know what this is? This is now the C major chord, because this is the same E. We can play that with the bass, as long as we're not playing the sub frequencies of it. Yeah, that was a bit not maybe the sound I was looking for, but we can like think like this. Maybe just the same notes. Here we have E, B. Let's say we play the E minor chord, then that's the G here. And then, yeah, we have the D and the E here. So this one is not pulling enough to this one. I'm gonna try to do it a fifth. That's the A. This top layer we can take the cutoff maybe down a bit. Not make it so present. We're just adding like more subtle layers here. But basically every layer we add is a bit softer and lower in the mix, lower cutoff, because our main one is still this layer. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this note. D could work here. Not really. Whoa. Now I'm just putting some random notes, seeing what works. Yeah, you get the gist. Let's finally do some more distortion. So I'm pushing it really hard, but then I'm gonna mix that in. So maybe we're gonna have like 10% of that one. Or 30-40 to add some sparkle to it. There's a bit too much happening here. Maybe some tape saturation to finish it off. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna add any other layers, but just to show, I'm gonna show what we can do. I'm gonna add a tom, because this, and the idea of this tom is to kind of blend into the bass line, so it becomes part of the groove. We're gonna change the note here. I'll just quickly do a tom. And then if we, so I saturate the tom and then I take out the lows. Maybe that was a bit too much saturation. So the tom can sit really low in the mix, but it just becomes more of a groove, and you basically only hear the kick and the bass. But the tom can kind of help fill in the gaps. Alright, and final touch. I really like. Let's see what if the crystallizer can help us make a bit more an interesting delay. So basically, what this does is it adds just the default preset in crystallizer adds these reverse echoes. Let's listen only to this modulation group that we have. So I'll turn off the crystallizer. So if you listen to the delays, they're pretty like dun 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 dun. In my opinion, they could flow a bit more, and adding just a bit of these reverse delays kind of. But actually no, yeah, the delays aren't even on the. Yeah, maybe it would be better to do it in a delay group. I'll just show it quickly if we have just the main layer. Sorry about that. Just the main layer. And then I'll group these and take off the. Yeah, okay, that's we're going too deep into the groups now, I think. But yeah, maybe some crystallizer actually on this group can work, just to add a bit of that flair, even though the delayed signal is also going through here in this one. Alright, cool. I hope you learned something about these. And yeah, just imagine yourself when you're doing this. Imagine yourself being this bald guy, bald legend. Sick. I want to be here. Yeah, guys, I'll see you around the hub. Hopefully you learned something from this tutorial, and as ever, just drop a comment or a question you might have about this. But yeah, cool. See you guys. Peace.